the split and then after the split? How's it affected you?
It's heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. It's not that I lost friends, but, it's like we do this sport because we enjoy the training and everything. But we do the competitions and stuff because we enjoy getting to see our friends, and
Mhm.
a lot of my friends, when they went PA, they, we can't they can't come over and associate with us. Like, I can't ask them to come be referees. I can't ask them to come spot and load. I can't, so that was when we would socialize and when we'd get together because, we were all busy doing something powerlifting related. And so as I started becoming a meat promoter, I'd ask my friends, come on, we all come and help. And then of course we'd go out to eat afterwards and have a great time and just be and I miss that. I miss my Gregory Johnson and my Marty Marr and I miss my Jen Kirkin. She's still USAPL, but she moved to Michigan on me. So
That's rude.
but, I know, right? That it was like it was like your friends started going to another school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that for me personally, that's what it was. Training wise, I live in a small rural town, so I'd have to go seek out training. I'd have to go on to Fort Hood or something, or I'd have to ask. I coached high school for about 8 years, and then so I technically kind of raised my own power lifters, and I'd actually asked a couple of the girls to come over and help me out whenever I would train and things like that. Monica Sabatka, she lives just down the road. She would come and help me train some. So it was just a matter of, it wasn't really the split that caused it. It was more of, living out in the country. I'm sure
Yeah,
y'all probably have
right.
the same thing out there.
Yeah. Although for me, I lived in the country before the split, and then when it came to Perth, then big city, it all kind of changed. I really miss training as a powerlifter back in the country because I didn't have the support. I actually liked the lack of support. It was a bit more I don't know, it felt like more authentic, and you're doing something really hard and gritty, and um doing something hard just for the sake of doing something hard always appealed to me. So the idea of learning how to put on single play equipment through summer by myself, so then I could get on a 30-hour plane ride to come to Columbus to bench press with you guys. That was really attractive
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, yeah.
And when I say those sort of things out loud, you go, "Why was that attractive? What's wrong with you?" But then it was because I'd meet people like you and Randy and Rebecca, and you guys were all just as silly to be doing the same silly thing. And we're like, well, let's be silly together.
Exactly. A few years, my husband, bless his soul, he's kind of glad that I have decided to give powerlifting a break for a little while because he was always the one putting on my bench shirt. And, it's so tough on your fingertips and on your knuckles and everything else. And I've gotten him gloves before. Rebecca, we had a taped up stick that you'd roll into there and pull on it. But yeah, he was a little happy that I decided to not. But I still pull out the squat suit every once in a while for deadlift when they're in stuff for strongman. So it's not
Yeah.
totally gone.